My third year results are in, so let us look at them together. We had a total of 4 courses: internal medicine, obs and gyne, public health, and also research. So the research was done in 2 parts. You would do your first part, which is the proposal, in third year first semester, and then you would do the second part, the dissertation, in third year second semester. So that's what we had to do. And after that, when you're done with that, you can now graduate, getting your first degree. The research results also counted towards the result that we needed to have in order to proceed to the next semester, which is the fourth year, and not just to graduate. So even though it wasn't examined in the way that other courses were examined, you still needed the grade to proceed. Public health was by far the most fun rotation, and the exam style were vivas, so we didn't have to. There were vivas during the end of rotation exam, and there were also vivas at the end of the semester exams, except he dictated the questions and we had to write down the answer. The first time we actually had to go into the office, talk to him. It was just like a conversation. It was really nice. It was really chilled. I actually enjoy public health. And then there were these two, internal medicine and obs and gyne. These two had the same examination style, so you'd have a theory in the morning, and then afternoon you'd have your practical, which is an OSC exam. The OSC. The OSC. Don't cry. Don't cry. This was our first ever OSC exam with actual patients, so I was very, very nervous. I remember going into the IMED exam and having to do a respiratory examination on this girl, and even though I'm very embarrassed saying it right now, but I went straight to her and began percussing. I spent a lot of time practicing how to do a good physical examination in IMED, literally for all systems, and also trying to make sure I get a good history. But if you saw me in the exam room and the things that I actually ended up doing, you would think they just picked me from the streets. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. OBS was better than IMED, but I still managed to embarrass myself. So here goes. I'm on this station where the examiner asked me to cancel this woman that is going to theater due to CPD. And at that time, guess who didn't know what CPD was? Yes, me. So I'm there, because if you don't know what it is, how are you going to cancel anyone? What are you going to say? So now I start running through the letters, trying to figure out what each letter means. And I'm like, C, what would C means? And if this is OBS, so she's pregnant. She's going to theater, so C maybe would mean kefalo for the child from the baby. And then I move on to P, and I'm thinking, what is P? What would P mean in OBS? So I'm like, okay, pelvic. Okay, wait, so I figured out those two. How about the D? The examiner now turned to me and was like, how about the D? And I'm like, I'm not sure. And to be honest, that whole question just went downhill from there, because I had no idea what to say, because I didn't understand what I was supposed to be talking about in the first place. So I just began talking about surgery, just, like what to expect in surgery. I'm telling the mother what to expect in surgery, and I also begin telling her aftercare after surgery and the side effects that you may have, like just picking things from general surgery in general. I had no guide whatsoever. I was just all over the place, and the examiner could see right through me. But I didn't care at that point. I'm like, but I'm done here. It's okay. It's okay. I just hope you don't know my name, and I hope you don't know me from up here, because I was wearing a mask. Thank God. There were barely any physical examination stations that I walked out of knowing for sure I got a 10 out of 10, or even close. I don't think I remember. Oh, wait, I do. One. In IMED, this was a woman that came in with ascites. Somehow I managed to do everything right and with confidence on that station. I don't know what happened, but thank God I did. And this was end of rotation, by the way, not end of semester. So when the CA results came out, and they would tell you what you scored on each station, but they wouldn't tell you what station that was. And then I saw a 10 out of 10 on one station. I was like, ascites. Must have been ascites. Ascites is fluid in the abdomen, so you have to know how to examine for that. So let's now just look at the final exam results, and I have it opened up right now. So I think I'm just going to put it over here so you can see, or maybe I should. I got literally the same grade in all three courses apart from one. So that is internal medicine, obs and gyn, public health, and behavioral sciences. They were all the same grade, and that was a C. And then I also got for my basic medical science research too, which was the dissertational thesis part. That's where I got an S. The grading system for the research was only either an S or an F. So if you got an S, then you cleared. I don't know what it meant, maybe satisfactory. And then if you got an F, obviously you hadn't made it. But those are the only grades that they use for the research. The other rotations had grades from A, B, C, D, E, but obviously I landed on C's in all of them. And I'm not putting this out so I can just, I don't know, for whatever other reason you think I am doing this. I just want to sort of keep myself accountable because I felt this level of anxiousness, this level of discomfort, this level of worry throughout the holiday, thinking about my results. And also when the time came when the results were actually out, I was so nervous. Internal medicine was one course that really scared me. I literally spent 90% of my study time all throughout the semester trying to study internal medicine. I'm not even joking. On the day that we were writing public health, I was still studying internal medicine in the morning, like before going for public health. And the public health exam was in the morning as well. And I was still studying that very morning. I was still studying internal medicine. That's how much it scared me. I could have done better in public health if I actually read the notes at least once, but I didn't. I went into that exam using the knowledge that I had, or the knowledge that I remembered from the classes that we had, the physical classes that we had. Other than that, I did not touch a book in public health. Thankfully enough, it wasn't horrible. The outcome wasn't horrible, but I just dedicated my time so much to internal medicine. I know the results do not look like I did, but I really did. And to just have a C in it is something that I'm grateful for. I don't know if this is weird to you, but it scared me so much that I am really appreciative for this C in internal medicine. You're always going to be, for me at least, I am always going to be nervous whenever results coming out time, period. Or when I just hear results are out. I'm always going to be nervous, but it's different when you know there's a possibility you may not have made it. I felt a level of anxiousness that is not healthy at all while waiting for these results. I really was worried and I felt horrible. And I had nightmares, not even joking. I had actual nightmares where I would, oh God. I don't want to put myself through that ever again. I don't want to put myself through the other experiences in my academic life where I felt like it was a horrible situation. So going forward, I just want to try to do my best to make sure that I don't have to feel that way ever again, where you feel so uncertain about your grades if you've done enough to barely pass. So I'm going to work hard this semester to make sure I don't end up feeling that way again. I am not promising A pluses or anything like that, even though that would be great. But I just want to make sure that I don't feel this way. I don't feel how I felt about wondering whether or not I've made it, wondering whether or not I've done the bare minimum needed to make it into the next semester. So that's the end of this video, guys. If you found it helpful, if you found it entertaining, or if you found it interesting, whatever the case was for you, press the like button and let me know how you feel in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.